Here I am at 58 years old. I am unemployed and I was forced into retirement. And that is absolutely terrifying. If you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Tim. And today I just want to talk about, kind of where we're at with everything and how we got here. I did not plan for this, and it keeps me awake at night. It really does. We have absolutely no income at all. It all started back in 2020. I owned a restaurant. I actually owned the restaurant for 16 years. But 2020 really was a death blow for us. I made decent money before that. But then, when the government shut us down, we, couldn't get people back to work. We could only be open 4 days a week. And that was after the whole social distancing thing. So all those things, with the rising prices of food and insurances, everything, bills went up. It wasn't sustainable. So in 2023, my wife and I, we had to close business. And, a lot of people would just maybe get another job, they'd try something, but both, our bodies are wore out. I could easily get a restaurant job, but my body won't allow me to. I did a video a few weeks ago about knowing your limitations, and you really should watch that video. I really messed my back up a few years ago, and with 30 years of restaurant work, my hands, they're arthritic, my knees are no good. I can't stand for a very long time, so there's no way I could work in a kitchen again. My wife is even in worse shape than I am. She has a degenerative disc disease, and basically the discs in her spine are slowly dissolving. She's actually going for disability because she truly, truly needs it. That might, if we do get the disability, she's been working on it for about a year now, that will help. But I don't know if it'll save us. The only thing that's saved us so far, because we've been basically retired for 2 years now. While we've been retired, I've been very busy downsizing our life and selling a lot of things. It's just amazing, the things that you accumulate in your lifetime. So that's what's been paying the bills. We have really gotten things down to, we're living on about $2,000 a month. And luckily, about a year before we closed, I put as much money away as I could, not nearly enough. What's really going to save us is selling our property. And the business is located right on our property, which makes it complicated. I'm going to have to sell both of them together. And what the, I don't owe that much on our home. It's very little, but we still have a small mortgage on it. What's killing us is property taxes on that business up there. We still have the power on. We can't really show it to sell it if you can't turn the lights on. So that's kind of eating away at us a bit. But like I said, we're living on $2,000 a month. We're being very frugal and just living the simple life. And it's not it sounds like we're just surviving, but we're still enjoying our lives. We do a lot of things that are free. Go for walks. My father has a place at a lake. We go there and spend the afternoon. We enjoy time with our children. We do not go out to eat at all, just because it is a huge waste of money. And it's hard for me to say that because I was owned a restaurant for many years. But, for instance, this week, my sister is coming down from Ann Arbor. We don't get to see her that much. And she invited us, let's go out to dinner, with my father and the rest of the family. They're all going to meet. And really, I told her, I'm just going to have to bow out. We can't afford to go out to eat. That doesn't mean we're not going to be able to spend time with her, because we'll meet at the lake later on, and I'll be able to, have a nice visit with her. So, we have sacrificed a lot. I have sold some things that were a little sentimental to me, but again, I wasn't using them that much. So, it's just it's one of those things that you have to do. The property. Now, once we sell our property with that business on it, we will have enough money to retire, buy a smaller place, free and clear, and we can simplify our lives even more. The thing that I'm terrified about is if we do not sell this property, we're going to be homeless. And if, it's so complicated, my realtor told us that it could take up to a year to sell. And, am I going to run out of money before we can sell this place? I hate to lose my home that I owe so little on. I don't have enough to pay it off, but I'd hate to lose it just for that reason. I couldn't make that last few mortgage payments, and also I'd hate to lose the property if I couldn't pay the property tax, and I think that is ridiculous. I've always been a believer. If you've paid for your property, you shouldn't be taxed on it. I hate that. At least maybe when you're retired, stop paying. You don't have to pay the property tax. And that brings me to, I'm 58 years old. I've got 7 years before I get really Social Security, 65. And that's a ways off. I'm hoping to grow this YouTube channel eventually. It might take quite a while to do that. But eventually I hope it'll be supplemental along with my wife Lisa's disability. One thing that helps us is we have no income, we do get free state health insurance. And I was a little prideful. I didn't really want it to begin with. I'm glad we took it. And I have to remind myself, through all the years I've owned the business, I paid tens of thousands of dollars into the program. So, it's helping us now because she goes to the doctor a lot. She has a lot of medical issues. I only go twice a year, so it's not too bad for me. We go to the grocery store and we buy really sensible. You buy small things to make other things with, and through many years of cooking, I've learned how to really cut costs on eating. The one thing that has really saved us is years ago, I bought a freeze dryer. If you don't know what one of those are, basically you put food, it has like 4 or 5 trays. Put it in there, you pre-freeze it. It takes all the moisture out of it. It freezes it to like 50 below zero, and you get a dry product that you can put in a Mylar bag, and it will last you 30 plus years. So, when I would order food for the restaurant, I ordered extra. And, at the end of the night, whatever, I would make extra things. And I have about 25 big totes full of food, and that has helped us a lot. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is that if you can afford it, they're a couple grand, but get a small one or even a medium one. I had to sell I had a large one, and I sold it just to downsize. But I plan on, when we get another place, I plan on buying a smaller medium one that I can put on the counter. Just because even if you're solo, if you're single, when something's on sale, blueberries, whatever, a bunch of stuff is on sale, buy extra and just freeze dry it. And you can put it, most of the time I put stuff in gallon Mylar bags, but you can get quart. And if you're just living by yourself, that would be a quart, just two meals. And it's so easy. You take it out and you just cover it with water. And you let it set for an hour or two until it absorbs the moisture. I put it in the refrigerator, and if it's still seems a little dry, I'll just add a little bit more liquid to it. And then you can microwave it if you want after that to warm it up. Or you can just put hot water in it to begin with, and then just eat it that way. But anyways, I love the freeze dryers, and it has saved us a ton of money. A few other things that I'm really happy that I did earlier was I paid both our vehicles off. So we have two vehicles that are in good working condition. The insurance, I don't like that, but we do what we can with that. Is once you pay your vehicle off, I mean, maintain it, really maintain it, keep it for as many years as you can. I have a 2016 Toyota 4Runner, and I only have like 40,000 miles on it, and I will drive that until it absolutely falls apart. I really don't care. We're going to sell my wife's, she just has a Jeep Renegade, and we're going to sell that. We really don't need two vehicles. I wish I had seen all of this coming. I would have planned a little bit better. And I've made a few other videos that kind of talks about losing my business. It's just unfortunate, being 58 years old, there's already prejudice in the work system. I'm unhireable. It'd be so hard for me to get a job. And it is very scary. I really don't know what the future holds for us. I'm very hopeful, and I want to stay positive that if we can sell this property in the right amount of time, then it'll be a wonderful thing. We will, feel a lot more comfortable retiring, get a smaller place, even, around this area, or moving down to southern Indiana. We live in Indiana, northern Indiana right now. So we're excited. We're excited about continuing to downsize and get on with the rest of our journey, and that's what this channel is about. It's really my wife and I, but the name of the channel is Tim's Last Adventure, and it is just us, our journey as we get older, and trying to overcome the problems that face us. We'll do a lot of videos on, basically health and inspiration and just dealing financially, dealing with things that would help hopefully a lot of people. I'll be doing some of the videos myself. She'll do some videos, and we'll do some videos together. Please leave a comment if you're in this type of situation, if you are forced to live frugally, a simple life. Let me know what your situation is, if you don't mind. I appreciate you watching. Please hit subscribe and like the channel. I think you'll enjoy our journey. We'll get better at making these videos. It is so hard talking to a lens right here. I'm still trying to get used to that. But I thank you again for watching, and please stay tuned for our next adventure.